Mm. What's good, guys? Burger Savage back again. Monday Night Raw review. Let's talk Raw. 19th of May 2025. Live from, I don't know, was it Greensboro? Greensville? Someone'sville? I don't know, man. It was somewhere. It was somewhere. Um, we're back here again, man. It seems like it was only yesterday we were doing a Monday Night Raw review for last week's Terrible Raw. And now, fast forward 7 days, we're doing a review for this week's Terrible Raw. And I'm sure might as well have scheduled the next Raw review for the next Raw already. Sure, that will be terrible too. But I guess you can call this Raw a go home show as such because it's leading into Saturday Night Main Event. The only other show before then will be SmackDown. But for all these Raw superstars, the ones who will be performing and taking part in said Saturday Night Main Event, this is their last chance to build up a story or sell a story so that way you can sell tickets, people can tune in and sell TV ratings. But I digress, man. Listen, I'm much calmer right now, and I'm just trying to dissect what's going on in the wrestling landscape, trying to pick up on patterns and seeing, is what I'm seeing like a weekly thing? Is what I'm seeing just going to be wrestling going forward? Is it just a bad month, bad couple of months, a bad 2025? I'd like to say that I don't know. But if I trust my wrestling knowledge, trust my business knowledge, just regular instinct of what you can see what's going on, damn evidence that they put in our face every week, I feel like this is the new standard of wrestling in general. Like I think I don't think I'm in denial anymore, man. I mean, I don't think I was, to be honest, but I think I've reached the final stage now. So then you just have to make a choice whether you still watch the product or not, or if you're gonna still give it a chance because it might change stuff around, or do you just start living for the pay per views and kind of sack off the Raw and SmackDown, or do you just, which is what a lot of people are probably doing, do you just tune into the YouTube videos and save yourself some sleep? Do you just go to sleep on a Sunday night, Monday night, and then wake up Tuesday morning if you're in the UK and just turn on YouTube? Hopefully, there's no spoilers in the thumbnails, which there probably will be, and just watch the highlights. Because the funny thing is I watched Raw on Netflix. I told you guys the way I do it now. Helps a little bit, but still doesn't help too much because when you're skipping forward on Netflix, when you see that there's a talking segment or a backstage segment, it always forces you to slow down and watch what's going on. But then once you've watched it, you realize nothing actually happened. I watched the YouTube highlights after Netflix on Raw. It's only about 11 minutes, and I wanted to see what parts they left out, what parts they throw in there. Is there a lot different between the Netflix clips, well, the Netflix show, and then the YouTube clips? Is there a disparity between both of them? Is it worth it? And I'll be honest, like, my son didn't stay able to watch Raw. He doesn't stay able to watch Raw anyway because he's got college in the mornings. So when I messaged him after I spoke about Raw, I said, "Have you watched Raw?" He said no, and then I said, "Oh." He said, "Was it good?" I said, "Find out for yourself." And he said, "Yeah, yeah, I'll check out the highlights. Maybe at lunch on my lunch break, or maybe after college. Who knows?" My son's a diehard wrestling fan. We go to all the live shows together. We birthdays, Christmas. He's always looking for whatever to do wrestling. We've got hundreds of figures and pop vinyls and memorabilia in my house. And he just don't care. He's like, oh yeah, tune into it. Funny thing is, which nobody wants to hear because everyone is too tribal. If I tell him, did you see what happened with the Hurt Syndicate? Did you see what happened with Ricochet? Even then, sometimes he'll be like, I'll check it out at some point. Usually he'll just check it out. I know this is a raw review. I'm going to get to it at some point. I'm going to fly through it, by the way. I'm not spending loads of time on it. And then I'll just rather just talk to you guys, to be honest, because, yeah, Raw sucks, man. It was really bad. It, like, it's a glorified house show. I always enjoy a house show. But guess what? You have to be in the house to enjoy a house show. If you're not there and they put it online for you to watch, you wouldn't enjoy it. We've seen many times when what's the example? Do you remember when Roman Reigns fought when he stood taller against Brock Lesnar at Madison Square Garden before they had their WrestleMania match, and he had the two belts, and Brock was bleeding, and Roman was standing on the stairs. We didn't get to see that live because it was at Madison Square Garden. It was like a special event, and it looked cool, didn't it? But it also looked like it'd been filmed on random person's phone. And if you watch this as a TV show, probably wouldn't have been that good. We saw like Kevin Owens. I think he was it. No, did he lose? He lost to Jinder Mahal or someone like that on a at Madison Square Garden as well. I remember watching it, and it just didn't hit the same. So again, if you go to a WWE live show, if you go to Raw live, you go to SmackDown live, I don't really think these reviews are for you, only because your perception of what is going on is completely different. I mean, everyone's perception is different, but it's completely different because we're watching it as a TV show. I'm watching it for the continuity of the show. I'm watching it for the storylines. I'm watching it for good wrestling. I'm watching it for camera angle. I'm looking at everything. I'm not trying to see wrestlers talk to each other. I'm not trying to hear wrestlers call their spots. I'm not trying to see the unseen. You get what I mean? I'm not trying to see these cheesy backstage segments and then you realize, like, yeah, everyone can see each other. So why is everyone pretending like someone just popping out of nowhere? They can pre-record these backstage interviews. They don't have to be live. In fact, I don't even think they are all live. But they don't. Even if they are, it's more of a blind for them because if it's not live and it's been pre-recorded, then you're worse than I thought you was because you have a chance to pre-record a backstage segment. If you get the promo wrong, redo it. If there's a problem in there, edit it. Say you don't want it. Say you don't want to put it out. Not this show, man. Not this show. And you guys remember I did a. You can check through my Raw reviews, and I did a Raw review. Well, a few times I've had the same title, but I had what was it? Rinse and repeat is what I called it, and I had the thumbnail that had Jey Uso coming out the crowd both times, exactly the same. Couldn't tell the difference, spot the difference pretty much. And then we spoke about the build up to WrestleMania with Cody and John Cena in the European tour. Which, if you haven't been to a house show, when you go to a house show, because the fans, the wrestlers have a little bit more fun, a little bit more freedom. They do mess around and stuff in it. They do might go to the top rope and start dancing a little bit, and it gets a little bit cheesy, but you're there for the show. But quote unquote, most shows are exactly the same. So they might have in Blackpool, they'll have Cody versus Sheamus, and in Brighton they'll have Cody versus Sheamus again, same winner, and then in Manchester they'll have Cody versus Sheamus table match, or they'll have tag team matches where they switch stuff up. But you get my point; they're all the same. Big up Alexander. Big up everyone in the chat. That's what these shows are. It's the same shit every single week. And I don't need any smart ass fans telling me, well, that match wasn't on that time. Listen, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know if you want me to go and break down the maths and take some time away from the show and come back with the statistics. I can. I will. But 70% of this show, at least, is exactly the same. It is rinse and repeat. Leading up to WrestleMania, those shows that you saw on Raw and SmackDown, I thought they were doing it just like that because it was a European tour. And even though I didn't like it, I kind of got it. So we saw John Cena promo, say nothing, Cody's music hits, swear at John Cena, Crossroads. Cena promo, Cody hits the ring, John Cena walk out the ring. Cena promo, Cody hit the ring. This time he doesn't have his suit on, he's got a tracksuit on. Cena tries to hit him, Crossroads. Then we get WrestleMania and John Cena wins. Then we get Raw, John Cena hits the ring, promo, RKO. Then the week after, John Cena hits the ring, promo, RKO. Then the week after, no John Cena. Then the next week, John Cena, Cody, Randy hits the ring, sneaky RKO. Then we get the next pay-per-view, John Cena versus Randy Orton. And obviously, John Cena was going to win. Funny thing is, that sounds like the most repetitive thing what we've ever had on the show. Before WrestleMania was even worse. Before WrestleMania, we had New Day, Viking Raiders, New Day, Kofi Kingston, Ivar, Xavier Woods, and then the other character. SmackDown, same shit. Pretty Deadly, DIY, Street Profits, DIY, Pretty Deadly, Street Profits. Then you get the Motor City Machine Gaze 1 week, and then there's another tag team, and now it's every tag team Fraxium lose, Fraxium. They've even beat the champions already, so that means that when they do end up fighting the champions for the titles, we've already seen it. Where else do you get that? On a fucking house show? That's the reason that when they come to England, I don't do the Birmingham house show and then the Manchester house show and then the Sheffield house show and the Brighton house show and the Butlins house show. Why would I do that? They're all going to be the same. They're all going to be the exact same. Every woman's oh yeah, Julia signs her contract on SmackDown, and then Roxanne signs her contract on Raw. Even though they already told us that Roxanne was a part of Raw about 4 months ago. She's already had the whole storyline with Bayley on. You bring back Kairi Sane, she loses straight away. Great stuff. Thanks for bringing back Kairi Sane, just letting her lose straight away. You bring back Alexa Bliss, no pop, no story. This Rhea Ripley thing's becoming obsessive. This is beginning. It's beginning. Like somehow she inserted herself into the match at WrestleMania, which is similar to when Charlotte got herself inserted into the match when it was like Carmella versus Becky, like about 8 years ago. And I'm not blaming the superstar because, in case you fucking marks didn't know, they are characters, bro. Yeah, they are characters, bro. So if you're a character, I'll blame the character if your acting's bad. I'll blame a character if the way you said a promo's bad. If someone else is writing your promos, the promo's shit, but you said it good. I'll blame the creative. I'm not blaming. Do you think that I'm watching the shit Marvel films that I've been watching, which it's killing me, it's killing my soul every time they release a new one? Do you think I'm watching it and blaming Florence Pugh for Thunderbolts, Sebastian Stan for Thunderbolts, Samuel Jackson for? Do you think I'm blaming these people? Do you think Venom shit? I'm blaming Tom Hardy. No, nobody does to blame the director. Director's shit, but the producer's shit. And guess who produces this show? Well, we know who produces this show because they're fine with telling you at the end of every fucking show, you want to put your name on this piece of shit. Not Triple H. Not Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not fucking terrorizing Paul Levesque. and Lee Fitting. I didn't say that. You guys said that. And now you want to produce this stupid show on Netflix to show us your dumb decisions and think that it's going to be great. Which person is excited to watch this in terms of, oh my God, WWE's been so great. I can't wait to see how they made it behind the scenes because it was incredible. Nobody. Nobody said that. You know when they dropped that documentary, that fucking and they dropped it too quick, by the way. But when WrestleMania was over, and Cody did finish this stupid fucking story with his fucking shit pages and the shit book, and now he's finished his story. He started a new one, and the next year of the new one was shit, and now he's disappeared. Somebody must have ripped the page out of this Cody book because where the fuck is he? But anyway, I digress. They put out the documentary on that WrestleMania. We got to see The Rock and Triple H and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that WrestleMania was great. So I bet people were like excited, but also, why are you putting it out like that? Let us just live in the moment for a little bit. You want to put out a documentary? Listen, you like better hope that this documentary is covering before last year's WrestleMania, the build-up. But then fans are deluded because before last year's WrestleMania, before the final boss got involved, the build-up was shit. So you're clearly not gonna. Vince ain't gonna be in this documentary. It's clearly after Vince. It's clearly to show we're going in a new direction. And even your trailer shit. Bunch of fucking losers sitting around a fucking stupid table with their stupid shirts and ties, brainstorming their stupid ideas to make us get a stupid product that we don't fucking enjoy. And now you just want to force. It's like Triple H has got. Oh yeah, you know when Vince was here, every time I tried to bring NXT talent up, it didn't work out. So now he's gone. I'm just gonna fucking bring all the NXT talent up, and I'm not gonna produce them properly. I'm not gonna give them no backstories. I'm not gonna. How does wrestling work without people having backstories? How do characters work without people having some kind of backstory, some kind of gimmick to them? What the brother? I swear to God, give me the list. Give me the list of 10 wrestlers. Somebody in the chat, give me the list of 10 wrestlers. Let's see if we can figure out their stupid backstories. Because it makes no fucking sense, bro. Bare people's backstories are just the ethnicity, but like, oh yeah, who's he? He's Latino. Who's he? He's Latino. Who he? He's African American. Who's he? He's Caucasian. Who's she? She's Puerto Rican. Who's that? She's Japanese. He's Japanese. Brother, nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. And then they'll bring people out of obscurity that we haven't seen for ages. And then they'll just lose. They'll just lose. And then send them back to wherever. This product absolutely stinks. It stinks, bro. But hey, Triple H is cooking, remember? That's what the man told me. Triple H is cooking. I'll tell you what, Triple H is cooking stale food, blood. He's cooking moldy food. He's cooking expired food. He's burnt it. It's raw. It's literally raw. You do know the definition of raw, don't you? Uncooked. The definition of raw is uncooked. Monday Night Raw is uncooked. It's uncooked, bruv. Unseasoned, uncooked, undefrosted. This show sucks, bro. Monday Night Frozen. Monday Night thawing out. They should start every Raw with a fucking disclaimer, bro. Every show start with a disclaimer. This show is not even medium rare blood. It's not even blue blood. Just uncooked. WWE Monday Night uncooked, and then they should play a Gordon Ramsay meme, and he's just, it's fucking raw. Oh, you, come here, fuck off. It's raw. What a fucking stinkfest. What a stinkfest. I tell you, man, I'm so glad that I was already a Netflix customer. I'm so glad. Because obviously they weren't giving you Monday Night Raw and SmackDown on the WWE network anyway, which is actually, when you think about it, luckily they had all the libraries of all the stuff on WWE network because I actually love that app here. But you was actually getting ripped off. They gave you a network called the WWE network and didn't give you a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown or a Netflix until the shit had already happened. Some old stale shit, leftovers. All right, let's get to the comment section before we start in this. And I'm not going all the way back to the beginning because I'm not a fucking loser, bro. So sorry if you have to redo your message. If you're gonna say something about a particular match in today's show, I'll get to that when we get to the segment of the show, and because it won't be long on there, bro. But we might spend a little bit longer on certain things. People have got questions to ask. I'm gonna answer the questions more than reading out the statements because there's a lot of them in it. But anyway, I die fucking grass blood. Boris says, I hope it does get better for you, Savage, because Raw in London in March was trash. And the Road to Mania. Brother, listen, man. This is the only obligation. The only obligation for me going to Monday Night Raw this year in August or whenever the fuck it is because of my son. I'm trying to be a good dad. That's it. That's it. My son's gonna be 17 by the time, but I know what's gonna happen by the time my son's 18. He won't be asking to go to that Raw. He won't be asking, and it will be a great time because they're gonna charge me more money for this Raw ticket than I normally pay for my live show ticket, and it's the same show. The only difference is it's on TV. I don't care. I'm not on TV. They're not promoting my YouTube channel. They're not putting me in the front row. They're not going to give me a lower third, and I can sit next to fucking Macaulay Culkin and Vanessa Hudgens, and it says Savage at the bottom of the screen, and everyone starts clapping for me. I don't get to sit next to fucking O'Shea Jackson Jr. I'm just going to be in there. In the fucking, there's no nosebleeds in Birmingham, to be honest, bro. I'm just gonna be up the rafters like Sting, hiding, bro, from the shit show, so I can watch the show, get out, go toilet, get a taxi quick as I can, bro. Fucking sitting around so they can, oh yeah, Savage is on Raw. I don't care, blood. Think I'm going there to sit there so man can catch me on camera, blood. I couldn't give a shit. Bill Alexander said, just like the Marvel films after Avengers Endgame, after WrestleMania 40, it's been very hit and miss. That's why when I made that video, that's when I made the video last year, bruv. I said that WrestleMania 40 was Endgame. They must have took fucking inspiration from Endgame anyway, bruv. Because Roman Reigns was clearly Thanos, bruv. He was clearly Thanos. He was Thanos, and Cody Rhodes was Captain America. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't give it. He wasn't Iron Man. He was Captain America, bro. Because Iron Man died and sacrificed himself. Seth Rollins was Iron Man. He was Captain America, and beautiful. Endgame was beautiful. WrestleMania was beautiful. But guess what happened? What did all the fans realize after WrestleMania and after Endgame? Thanos was right. Roman was right. And now there's no more island of relevancy, bruv. We got this fucking shit super tag team, bruv, of Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins and Paul fucking Penguin Heyman, blood. Pussies, bruv. Big up Chips. He says, do you really think Truth will beat Cena? They are simply making Truth's dream come true to compete with Cena, that's all. They're really not making his dream come true because we've seen our Truth versus John Cena before. Like, I don't know. I'm not dissing you or anything like that. I don't know how long everyone's been watching wrestling for. It's not like I've not seen John Cena versus R-Truth before. I've seen them fight before. This one's worse. You know what I just realized as well? Remember, I was the one saying I wanted to make a storyline between John Cena and R-Truth before they put this forward. I didn't know this, guys. And maybe you guys didn't. Maybe I'm moving like Patrick living under a rock, bro. I didn't know that the match at Saturday Night Main Event for between John Cena and R-Truth is a non-title match. Hold on a minute. If it's a non-title match, I mean, we already think that John Cena's going to win. What the fuck am I watching it for? So R-Truth's going to get the. We know what's going to happen. R-Truth's going to get the better of John Cena, and then John Cena's going to win. All right, great. On to the next one. When Raquel breaks up with Liv as a tag team, she will be in random matches, battle royals. Dennis Raquel's been released. Yeah, pretty much. They also built Gunther for 2 years and killed him for no reason. I agree. I will say the pay per views are usually very good, but to be fair, AEW is the same. AEW is not the same as WWE right now, and AEW is that. The thing with AEW, I can't really. I used to moan about this about AEW no storylines. How can I moan about a company with no storylines when they came in with being more wrestling based and employing more indie stars? That's how Tony Khan wants to run his company. Fine, innit? But the problem with WWE is it's always been about, and Triple H didn't start this company, and it has a tradition now, from Vince's dad to Vince to fucking Triple H. It should be. But if they want to change traditions, then do what Vince McMahon did in 1997. Remember when Vince McMahon came out and he made that video? You got probably won't remember if you're not old enough, but you probably seen the video when he come out and he sat there in front of the WWE camera and he said, "Welcome to WWE. Now, here at the WWE, the World Wrestling Federation, we are wrestling entertainment, and it's time for us to pull back the curtain. We don't want to, basically, don't want to take the piss out of the customers and let you know that what we do in the ring is trained performers, and it's not real." Okay. I mean, Vince, we all knew. I mean, I don't think I knew at that age. I don't think I paid attention at that age. But yeah, say Vince, we know. But Triple H do the same thing. Come out, sit in front of the camera without dissing the fans, and go, "Listen, I hear the complaint from the fans and stuff like that, but I'm taking WWE in a new direction. We're going to be more wrestling focused. We're going to take away from the storylines now. We think storylines are stupid, and we're just going to do backstage segments and wrestling." All right, Triple H, thanks for letting me know. Now I won't watch. Thank you very much. But listen, instead of building Gunther versus Cross, we get Gunther versus Pat Logan. Triple H has lost the plot random. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And if I have to watch one more fucking main event, and I'm not talking about main event of Raw, I'm talking about the show main event with Karrion Kross on there. You dumb motherfuckers, put Karrion Kross on the main show. How this is what I'm saying. How are we supposed to watch that Netflix show knowing full well that you don't have people like Karrion on the show, bro? Fucking losers. Bill Addison said, "I'm going with my mate and his daughter to Raw in Birmingham in August, and I think we're right by the stage. I think I'll wear a mask if it's the same stuff we've seen. God knows how long. I'll be there, Alexander, bro. You'll enjoy it when you're there because it's a fucking house show, so don't worry about that." All right. Of course, bro, Karen, because he's a smart guy, bro. And the thing is, I don't get it as well because Triple H had Karrion Kross in NXT, so I don't know what his problem is, but I don't think Triple H likes people who are creative. I'll be honest, bro. I just don't think he does. I think he likes all the creative influence to come from himself, and if it doesn't, he just shits on it, bro. And I know that because I know when he had that interview after his heart problems and came back. I'm glad he's okay, by the way. Um, I think it was with Ariel Hawani, and at the time, Bray Wyatt was out of the company, and it was, it was getting rumors of Bray might come back and stuff like that. And the way he spoke about the Bray Wyatt thing, it wasn't rude or anything, but he's kind of saying like, "Yeah, but you don't understand, like Bray's kind of hard to work with because he's one of those guys that he has all these different ideas and he's always inputting these different things, and his head's off to the races and he's in a whirlwind, and then he might want this thing changed here or he'll want it how he wanted it done." Yeah, that's somebody who cares about the character, so let him do it. Let him do it. All you have to do to Bray was, "You know what, Bray, you've got all of these ideas. We're going to give you 3 months. Yeah, let's see if you input these ideas. Let's see if the market revenue goes up. Let's see if there's butts in seats. Let's see if the merch goes up. And if it does, we'll let you continue the way you're doing. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to get involved and rein it in a little bit." That's it. But no, but no. And then we saw what happened with Bray anyway. And that's not Triple H's fault. That the passing the bar, RIP Bray Wyatt anytime. But right, Monday Night Raw. We started this show with a Logan Paul and Gunther promo. This isn't really about how good the promo is because yeah, Gunther sounds good on the mic. He sounds believable and stuff. It was a stupid promo, you know. Oh, Jay, Logan, I see you standing here, and the fact that you believe that you're gonna beat the guy that beat me at WrestleMania means that you believe that you're up to my standard. That sounds like I'll beat that kid up in my school because if I beat you up, then I'll beat him up because you beat him. All right, we hear it. Um, I'm gonna be honest here. As somebody who's advocated for how good Logan Paul's been since he's come into the company, he is a bit annoying because it was easy for me to say he was good before. He was only popping up at pay per views. Now that he's turning up on the show, it's very cheesy. It's very cheesy, and he only knows, which is fine because he's new. He only knows how to get cheap pops in it from the crowd. He doesn't know how to do proper heel work. It's very like it's like you're doing you got like a rap, not like a shit rap battle. So it's very annoying what he does. No, no, no. I'm being honest, Morris, because when he was on pay per view, how can he be annoying to me on pay per views when on pay per views there's hardly any storylines? So on pay per views, all I get to see from him is in ring work. So of course he wasn't annoying me because his in ring work is better than loads of people's, and it's high spots and it's at the biggest pay per views. But when I hear him talk, I don't. Yeah, yeah. Because there's a difference between sounding good on the mic in terms of can he speak on the mic? Yes. Does he get his inflections out, his voice tone, and all that? He can do all of that. He's not flustered to talk on the mic. But the substance of what you're talking about, it's a bit shit. And he does that. I'm sorry, you're broke. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and one more thing. Ha ha. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, it's cheap pops. Cheap pops. But hey ho, that's how it goes. Um the reason why this promo is stupid is because clearly, in fact, I say clearly, it's not clear because WWE is all over the place, but it's very hard to figure out WWE because if what they say is true, if we take them on face value on their words, and this was the words of Triple H before, I heard Stephanie say this a couple of times, we book ages in advance. We book sometimes a year in advance. If you book these shows a year in advance, you are the worst creative to ever grace wrestling. Because you're basically telling me that this is what you thought was good a year ago, and you've just gone with this, even though you've had 12 months to get to this point, and you could have changed stuff. But my point is, without pulling back the curtain too much, I actually, I don't like talking about non kayfabe stuff, but the show shit, I have to. Obviously, whoever's going to win outside the night main event, Jay, obviously, because Logan's not going to win the title, they already know he's going to win. So why are we doing a promo of Logan and Gunther talking to each other like they were going to have a match after Saturday night main event for the title when we know Jay's going to win? Like we know he's going to win. The only way it would make sense is if there was an inkling that, oh my God, Jay's going to lose to Logan and then we're going to get Gunther versus Logan. No, if we get Gunther versus Logan, it's going to end up being in a regular singles match. Or they're going to end up booking another stupid triple threat because that's all they can do these days. So the whole promo is pointless. But they put the promo there so Jay could come out and kick Logan in the face. That's what happened. Gunther leaves the ring. Logan's like, hey, where you going? Where you walking? Why are you walking away? Blah, blah, blah. And then you get the creep up behind. Because Triple H loves that shot, doesn't he? When people seem to come out of nowhere like sharks and get somebody. It's a cool shot if you fucking use it every 6 months. It's not a cool shot when you use it all the time. And guys, please tell me you remember the last show I did when I said finishers don't matter anymore. Please tell me you guys remember the last stream I did when I spoke about the super kicks and I spoke about Johnny Gargano and all these mans throwing. And what did I say? It's going to get to the point where when Shawn Michaels throws a super kick, when he throws a sweet chin, it's going to look stupid because nobody goes down to a super kick. But Logan gets kicked and this shit knocked him clean out, bro. This shit knocked him clean out like he couldn't move. He was paralyzed. Okay, I hear you, bro. I hear you. So at Saturday night main event, when Jay dips into that bag of tricks with 6 moves in there, a couple of them belonging to Roman. and he uses his favorite move, which is the super kick. Okay, and he's probably going to hit you with about 4 of them. He's going to hit you with one, you're going to stumble, hit you with another one, drop to your knees, going to hit you with another one in your chin. I'm trying to see Logan lose to a super kick. Since it can clear you out, since it could put you in a coma, Jay, you don't need to do that splash. You don't need to do a Samoan drop. You don't need to do that spear. Just do the super kick. And anyone who's got a problem with me saying that, I don't care. Because 1 minute the super kick shit, then it can kill somebody. All right, we'll see at Saturday Night Main Event. I mean, we won't all see together because I won't be doing a watch along to that piece of shit with a fucking tag team main event. No. I won't be doing that shit. But I'll tune in. Might do a reaction, might not. Might wake up in the morning and watch it on YouTube. Because I'll tell you what, they actually treat Saturday Night Main Event like a live show too. Because every time Saturday Night Main Events happen, they just throw that shit on YouTube so quick. In fact, the first one was on YouTube. That's how great it was. Hey, it is what it is, man. Real Chips, he said, agree with you 100% on Logan. He's annoying. His wrestling ability is good, but his character is annoying. When he talks, yeah, I agree. He's in ring. He's top tier. Yeah, because his character work is basically Logan when he was a. It's a no. If you didn't watch Logan on YouTube, it's new to you, innit? But it's when Logan obviously in YouTube now he's a bit of a character, but he's more grown up now, so he's a bit more chilled. He's just being annoying Logan from like 8 years ago. This is what happened before he went to that forest, bro. Morris said, not going to lie, expected Paul to turn on Roman and for Roman to be on his own 12 months ago. Didn't expect it at all. Oh, I didn't expect Paul to turn on though. Well, I didn't expect it 12 months ago, but I think everyone expected it when it happened. It's just that no one knew how it was going to happen. I think people thought he was going to go with Punk and not Seth, but yeah. Basically, Logan turned up. Yeah, and I mean, like, most wrestlers will tell you that their characters are themselves turned up. But the problem is he's Logan Paul turned up, but that Logan Paul doesn't exist anymore. That Logan Paul was a kid Logan. He was a younger Logan. Hey, is what it is. Jay got him with the super kick because obviously Logan's punched Jay in the face 4 weeks in a row or 3 weeks in a row. And because this happened at the beginning of the show, I don't want to give any spoilers away for the end of the review. But because this happened at the beginning, we all knew what was going to happen at the end of this show. I'll be honest, if you watched this Raw and didn't know what was going to happen at the end of this, I don't want to tell you, bro, because I knew as soon as I saw that. Anyway, we move on from there. And bear with me because I've got my stuff written down here. I don't even know why. We had AJ Styles and Penta versus the Judgment Day with Carlito at ringside. Not much to say on this match. Another stupid match, of course. Of course, Judgment Day and Penta are involved with each other still. Of course. We've seen this they've done this with Judgment Day for the last year and a half, and they just pick somebody or some group, and they just have to go between all the time, over and over and over and over and over. So, that's what happened. Brilliant. And you knew what was going to happen, didn't you? Who was watching this thinking, where is fucking Al Grande latte with a cappuccino and a side of ginger biscuits? You knew that he was coming out somewhere, and he did. Came out the crowd, give Penta a headbutt because he's still walking around with a metal plate in his lucha mask for no reason. Also, why is he just dressed? Like, why is Al Americano always dressed to fight when he's not going to have a match? I'm always curious about this in wrestling. Anyway, this isn't just the Triple H thing, so I'm not blaming him. But why are wrestlers always dressed to fight when they know if they're booked to fight already, bro? Like, when you get into the building, logically, they would have a sheet. I'm in a match tonight against him, unless they bump into someone to make a match. So why would they go, I'm not on the piece of paper to have a match. And when I came, I didn't walk through the airport in this outfit. So, and we know they don't walk in like that. I'll tell you why they don't walk in like that. Because when WWE does that cheesy fucking thing where they show them walking with their Starbucks and their suitcase at the beginning of every show. So we can see that they're all in normal clothes, bruv. So you mean to tell me you came in normal clothes, comfortable, you changed into a singlet to headbutt man when you could have just wore a tracksuit with the mask on and headbutted the same guy? But whatever, innit? And also, that way the Raw starts with the suitcases and he's coming to the building. Just stop it, man. Just stop it, man. These people are not. They're not stars, bro. They're not stars, bro. Like a star is in wrestling. If you go to like a supermarket, a mall, or whatever, as a wrestling superstar, and a non-wrestling fan sees you and still knows who you are, those are superstars, bro. Those are superstars. Otherwise, you're just a wrestling star, bro. Stop the superstar business. You're not Hollywood level. You're not on Jimmy Fallon. You're not on Jimmy Kimmel. You're not on the Tonight Show, the Today Show, the Midday Show, the Evening Show, the Lunch Show, Arsenio Hall. You're not on none of that. You're not with James Corden. You're not with Jonathan Ross. You're not with fucking Paulo. Well, Paulo Grady's dead. Not point. R.I.P. Paulo Grady. You're none of that. So yeah, yeah. Randy's been doing it for time. It's stupid. Yeah, well, he's been hoodie and trackies, and then he RKO's you in a hoodie and a trackie too. What makes sense? So, all right, man. Superstars, I guess. Fed up of seeing Cody with that fucking suitcase in his fucking Starbucks, bro. But obviously, because this happened, Finn Balor grabbed Penta when he got headbutted. Everyone else was already down. Threw him in the ring. Coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. Roll up. He wins the match. A match that means nothing. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you a title shot. It doesn't do any. It doesn't do anything. And remember, the Judgment Day tag team was Finn and JD, which is an actual tag team. So, yeah, it happened, didn't it? It happened. We get backstage segment. Kathy Kelly interview with Io Sky. Um, Becky walks past Io Sky, says, she didn't say shit, does she? Whatever. We have Logan Paul running to Seth Rollins backstage area as well. And then Logan says this is not the time, and Seth to leave him alone. All of that business, nobody cares. Second match, we get Becky Lynch versus Roxanne Perez versus Natalia in the women's match to qualify for the Money in the Bank. Okay, let's just get this stupid match out of the way, innit? Because this isn't this is not none of these women's fault here. But I already said this build up to the Money in the Bank for the last couple of years is like, let's do qualifiers and let's put everyone in a triple threat match. We get that someone's going to qualify to be in them, but why can't the person that you put in a match against each other be still in a storyline? Like, why couldn't Becky and Lyra? I don't care if she got the Intercontinental title because clearly you lot don't care about it. So why couldn't they put Becky and Lyra in the triple threat match with Roxanne Perez? Because the story. The story. Why not put them to? I don't understand. Like, why if you've got beef with someone on the roster, but like for example, if you're on SmackDown, you should put like Naomi and Jade and whoever in the triple threat match. We don't need that because otherwise, and I mean this, guys. This is not me trolling. How are these matches put together then? Like they don't even show us like we don't get to see nothing backstage with Adam Pearce, with Nick Aldis. So we don't get to see like the walk into their office and there's a whole board with the names and they're trying to figure out how to put the matches together. Yes, we know how creative works, but kayfabe wise, Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce are the ones who are supposed to be putting the matches together. So why can't we see something? I know in the past we never used to do this. And then even like there's no lottery, there's no raffle, there's nothing like that. I don't understand why can't you have something like that? I don't get it, man. I don't get it at all. Very strange behavior, but because I'll tell you the reason why it's annoying, because then when you see the triple threat matches get put together, let's be honest, guys, and don't get me wrong, they do throw us off every now and again. They do throw us off every now and again. But when you look at the triple threat matches as a whole, tell me, just seriously, guys, just put a yes or a no in it. Just put a yes or a no. Do you know who's already going to win the triple threat match? If you believe you already know when you see them, say yes. If you don't, say no. And I'm not taking 100% of the time, but at least 80% of the time. Because for me, I can already tell who's going to win each match, bro. Like it never like when I saw, okay, who saw Alexa Bliss, Me Chin, and Chelsea Green in a match and thought, maybe Me Chin's gonna get through to the Money in the Bank. No, I didn't think that. When I saw this match and I realized they put Roxanne in it, and okay. So they put Roxanne in this match. Natalia just come out of nowhere. Like, her relevance has been slapping people on NWA on another wrestling brand, by the way. But okay, I digress. It's fine. So then they put Becky in the match, and then you go for a second. You're like, Becky probably gonna win this match because they probably want to get back in the top. And then you go, no, she's in a feud with Lyra with the Intercontinental title. Clearly, some triple threat match, no disqualification. Lyra's gonna come out, and would you know, gosh darn it, Lyra came out. All right. Now I see what's going on here with WWE, and I want to know. I want to know something, and they're never going to tell the truth. And I don't need the women to get all offended. I don't need them to send for me. I don't need to talk about that us fans are sexualizing and that they sexualize themselves. Let's not lie about it. Like, you know if you look good or not. You know if you're doing the cleavage thing or not. You know if you're hiking up your pants and your ass or not. You see all the first trap stuff. We know it. Safe, and I'm not mad at it. Use your sex appeal. I'm sure that people like whoever, Roman and Randy and all that, they know that women are always commenting on how they look. All right, do you think that Roman wants to look good at WrestleMania for men? Okay, not, of course not. You know what I mean? If I can get another 100,000 viewers just because they like how I look, that means I can probably get some more merch out of them. That means that little fucking horny Heather at home with her son, she might bring him to the wrestling event now because he gets to see Cody, but she gets to see Roman. Yeah? You know what I'm talking about. You get me? Suspect Sally at home. Yeah? Her son wants to see Finn Balor, but she wants to see Drew. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. So you know what you're doing. I digress, but I'm just trying to say before the women get all offended, because I know I saw Rhea acting like a sucker the other day. Oh my god, they're always mentioning what Rhea. You know exactly what you're doing, because when Rhea was half ugly, nobody cared. I said it. I'm sorry. I broke character. I broke kayfabe. Heel Savage unveiled. When Rhea was looking half butters, when she had the Pete Dunne trim and it was all short and that, and before she got with Edge, nobody cared, bruv. When she was fighting Charlotte at WrestleMania in COVID and she was dressed like Vegeta, nobody cared. Soon as there's a little bit, soon as there's a bit of spice, soon as there's a bit of seasoning on Rhea, the hair grew back and that. All of a sudden, don't ask stupid questions about when was she half ugly. You know what I'm talking about? She was half ugly, blood, with the short hair. Obviously, I'm not saying that her face has changed anything different. Like, she's obviously not ugly in real life. But the way her character was made, she was half ugly, bro. Like, and then she realized one day, you know what? First trap thing, then she started doing the little suspender thing underneath her cheek. So I know how that works because I'm a personal trainer. People put it on their biceps to train. The women put it under the crease of their cheeks because it makes the cheeks more accentuated, bro. And then what happened is, on a live event, she decided to give Nia Jax a fucking stink face, and then the internet went crazy, like they've never seen two cheeks in their life, bruv. And guess what happened after that? I'm gonna just sex it up even more, bruv. Yeah? You think Liv Morgan dresses sexy for the rest of the women? Okay, fine. If you don't think that, you ain't never touched a woman and you're deluded. But I digress, blood. Back to what I was saying. What the fuck was I saying? This triple threat match. Yeah, we get it, man. We get it. I knew Roxanne was winning, but my point was, Lyra comes out to this triple threat match. And would you know that over the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks, a lot of people been talking about how good Lyra looks all of a sudden. Soon as she took her hair down and the wings weren't winging all the time, and you get me, the quads came out. Then now she's dressed like a normal human. Now she's wearing heels to the ring and that. Why is she wearing, what? Okay, if I'm wrong, then why is Lyra come out dressed like that to get Becky? Why is she not in a tracksuit, bro? You think it's comfortable to fight in heels and shit? You think that Tiffany Stratton, knowing full well that she's gonna get squashed by Nia or Charlotte or someone's gonna pop around the corner, that she dresses like that for what? Oh, okay, you're not gonna tell me she dressed like that for Kaiser, innit? Yeah, I'm sure she dressed like that for Kaiser, so her boyfriend, who has her at home, can see her in front of other men. Don't be so fucking stupid. Don't be so fucking stupid. Yeah, Morris, this ain't all about you, blood. I'm not talking. Whether you knew she looked good or not, don't pretend like the whole world was talking about how Lyra looked. They wasn't, bro. They were talking about her wrestling. Now they've realized, in it. So, and once ain't it funny that once everyone else realized, all of a sudden, Now I'm just gonna sex it up all the time. Now all of a sudden I'm not gonna come out in wrestling gear. I'm just gonna come out in regular clothes to attack my arch nemesis, bro. All right, all right. So I knew that was gonna happen, and also there's no disqualification match in triple threat matches. So realistically, I don't know how anybody in Money in the Bank triple threat matches, if they've got a faction, how do they lose ever? How do they lose ever when it's that means that when the bell rings, if you're like a member of the Judgment Day, the whole of Judgment Day can jump in the ring straight away, as soon as the bell rings. How it's not wrestling's just stupid logic. Take away the no disqualifications for qualifier matches. You've got Carlito ringside eating apple crumble and shit, knowing full well he's gonna get involved. But then the fucking on SmackDown, the referee said that the Secret Cervix couldn't stay ringside. How can the Secret Cervix not stay ringside if it's a triple threat, no disqualification match? But then if Seth fights, Braun Breaker can stay ringside and Paul Heyman can stay ringside in a match that is a disqualification. Nah, that's a fucking wrestling logic. I hear it still. Yeah, bro. Cora Jade went away, bro, and came back with new twins, blood. And you know what she done? She came back with new twins, got rid of Braun Breaker as a boyfriend, and then the internet pictures changed, blood. But I digress, bro. Funny enough, Jada Parker doesn't dress revealing, but she knows Wagwan. Man said Alba Fire, you know, blood. Listen, man ain't trying to talk about the Secret Cervix and that, blood. Do you get me? Roxanne Perez wins this match, moves on to the Money in the Bank next, the final and stuff like that. And obviously, she's the latest signee to Raw, even though she's been hovering around the brand for time. Hey, fair enough. Moving on from there, we get Sami Zayn walking up to Jey Uso in the locker room. Sami knows that Jey has a lot on his plate, all of that business. Tells him not to worry. You don't have to worry about Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker at Saturday Night Main Event. And then he told, I want you to handle your business tonight against Braun. And if they play the numbers game, I'll have you back. We get it, man. We get it. We get it. You've got this gay relationship with Jey. We get it. We get it, Sami. You got this like plutonic gay but not gay relationship with. You love him, and you love him. I hear it, man. I hear it. It's fine. We get a. Oh yeah, Adam Pearce office. Well, it's time. It's time to understand that sometimes your friendly neighborhood savage is right. Yeah, and it's not bigging myself up. It's just that I'm right. I told you guys 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 to the day. Rusev's back now. He's attacked Otis. Means he's going to fight Otis next week. Then he's going to beat Otis up, and then Tozawa's going to rip his top off and scream. Then Matt Cena's going to try to get in the way. Then he's going to fight Tozawa. And wouldn't you know, on Raw today in the office, Akira Tozawa versus Rusev next week on Raw. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. It's almost like WWE is predictable. Hey, trust me, it's one time I don't want to be right, blood. I don't want to be right, bruv. Man said Veer Mahan, blood. Veer Mahan got vignettes out the app. Oh, Veer Mahan's coming soon, blood. Pause. Came and got kicked away, bruv. Released. Stinker. Yeah, you did say she looked like a chav last year, innit? Morris, real talk, bruv. And listen, there's nothing for us to brag about. I don't want to brag about predicting dumb shit like that. But it was so obvious. We know the benefits, the rules of WWE. If there's a faction and there's a super heel or some extra strong guy, he's going to fight all the members of the faction. And WWE logic in the last couple of years, Triple H logic is, guys, I can't wait. Guys, I've got a genius idea. There's 4 members of this faction and one of those guys, and there's 4 weeks in a month. And then there's a pay-per-view. So what we're going to do is we're going to put him versus Dominic. Then we're gonna put him versus Finn. Then we're gonna put him versus JD McDonald. Then we're gonna put him against Carlito in a apples versus apples match. And then at the pay per view, we're gonna feed him to Damian Priest. 2024 Judgment Day logic. Beautiful stuff. That's beautiful stuff, man. You get me? Honestly, I'm not gonna call him that because that's calling him gay, and he ain't gay. So I'm not gonna do that. But anyway, third match. This match was very stupid, by the way. I didn't even know what was, bro. Like, can we just get past this? And it's Sheamus versus Grayson Waller. If you think about what I just said about the logic of wrestling and the faction, this makes perfect sense. Who did Sheamus fight before? Austin Theory. Oh, he's got to fight Grayson Waller, of course, because it takes more time off the show. I'm sorry, guys, but if, for example, if I had a limit on YouTube and I could only do a video for an hour, like a stream for an hour at a time, I wouldn't be saying to myself, let me talk about one thing for 50 minutes, yeah, so I can stretch it out so I don't have to talk about other stuff. I'd be like trying to cram in more stuff. Like, how can I'm gonna have to go 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, maybe 15 minutes here, 6 minutes there. WWE logic is we don't want to do this show. We just want to get through it and make it to the pay-per-view. So we've got 3 hours to chop time up. How do we do it? Let's just get people to walk into the back office and let's get meaningless matches. He's not gay. He's not. Listen, this match. Listen, Grayson Waller tried to leave the match because he was getting beat up, and then Austin Theory said, "No, we don't do that. We don't quit over here. Get back in the ring." And then he rolled him back in the ring because we don't quit over at A-Town Down Under. But he got beat up. Then he had to eat a bro kick, and then it was over. And then Austin Theory laughed a lot. And his friend get kicked in the face. I have to be honest. At this point, I'm just gonna do this for WWE, innit? So hopefully you watch this and just don't even bother. Just let them turn up one week and be on different brands. Nobody cares if Austin Theory and Waller split up. No, nobody cares. Like what I mean by nobody cares, they care about them being singles, but they don't care about when they split up and how they split up. Like we don't need a heel turn because they're both heels. So why would we need a heel turn? And we're not gonna feel bad for one of them. Oh, Grayson Waller's beat up Austin Theory. Nobody cares, bro. Just do the old logic in it. Let's just pretend that we don't know what happened. And no, why is Austin Theory on SmackDown and why is he on Raw? Simple. Because at this point, you've gone too far. You've gone too far. All of us said that they should have split up ages ago. Yeah, the seeds were planted about 6 months ago, and we're still do. They're not big enough characters for everyone to care. It's gonna be like Becky turning on Lyra. Nobody cares, bro. Fuck's sake. And don't. And I know everyone's on this. Oh, put Austin Theory with Seth again. No, don't. This faction's shit, bruv. Split. This Bron Breaker, Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman thing, it's shit, bruv. It's shit. We're only a couple of weeks in. It's already just wank. Sheamus wins the match, moves on. We have Kathy Kelly backstage, interview Gunther, and obviously we don't get full backstage, Kathy Kelly interviews anymore because someone always interrupts her. So I mean, Morris, you can't ask me why next man's hair is flat on top, bro. That's his business, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe he wore a hat. I don't know. I don't know, bro. We get the fourth match of the show: Rhea Ripley versus Kairi Sane versus Tony Stark, bro. Again, you brought Kairi Sane back for no reason, just to lose. If you're gonna do this, you should have just. You should, like, as I said, you probably shouldn't have put her in this triple threat match. Probably should have built her up and gave her somebody else. But I guess we're going to talk about Tony Stark's injury. Listen, I don't wish that on anybody. And it was bad enough when I saw it while I was watching the show, but when I saw the close up zoom in of it, and I heard her scream anyway. I don't know if her legs broke. I don't know if her knees. I don't know if she's got a torn meniscus, a torn ACL, a torn everything, bro. Like it's bad, bro. Like the knees when the direction her leg goes in, it's gone the complete other way, and she's landed full force on it. This comes from her attempting a missile drop kick from the top rope. The weird thing about it is she's on the top rope to do the missile drop kick, but Kyrie's holding onto the rope on the far side of the ring, like she's facing the commentary table, and Tony's on the other corner, nowhere near her, bro. Now, first of all, there was some bad wrestling from one of them. I don't know which one it was. I'm guessing it was a Kyrie's the one who has to get in position to take the drop kick because Tony Stark can't do anything. She's on the rope and she can't make herself jump further. She can jump less, but she can't make herself jump further. So if you watch the drop kick, she actually screams Kyrie's name while she's doing the drop kick, which means to me, I could be wrong. She's telling Kyrie like, "Yo, if you don't believe me, go watch the clip back." And right now, as we're talking, it's like 20 seconds. She's on the top rope. When she jumps, Kyrie! Then Kyrie spins around and she's not in position to take the drop kick. So she kind of have to break her fall. But how do you break your fall from a drop kick? You can't. You just have to fall. You have to fall flat or do what she tried to do. And she's not Seth Rollins. So that leg snapped up, man. Heard her screaming on the camera. It's not good for anyone. And I will say this, on it. I don't need to comment on how I feel about Tony Stark's character and wrestling and all that in this particular moment. It's not a great character. The Pure Fruity Collective are all gone. Yeah? The Pure Fruity Collective have all been released, apart from her. So, I'm sorry to say this, Tony, Mr. Stark. I really worry because you're going to be out for at least a year. I mean, you're going to be out for at least 8 months, probably a year. Your character's not big enough for anybody to care, like to miss you. We'll care about your knee, but nobody's going to miss you, innit? And like if you turn up at the Royal Rumble 2026, no one's gonna care because we don't even know what your music is. Like I can't. Somebody played music to me, I wouldn't know what it is. Now, you could go away and change your character, but changing a character from a character that was a non-character means that you'll still have no character and we won't know the difference. I'm just gonna say within this time, when you get yourself fit, and I hope you get yourself fit, and I hope the best for you in whatever you do. This is advice from a wrestling fan. I don't know if you're talented at other stuff outside the ring. I'm sure you are, to be honest. Whatever that is, work on that. Start a Twitch, start a YouTube channel, start an OnlyFans, start something because you see next April when it releases, you are going to get released. The whole of Pure Fruit Collective have gone, and you was the least popular one out of all of them. Let that sink in. Pure Fruity Collective, Shayna Baszler's gone. Sonya Deville's gone. Tony Stark's still here, bro. And not only is that, she's injured. No more Pure Fruity Collective, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But the match goes on, the show goes on, and the show did go on. So the rest of the match was Kairi Sane versus Rhea Ripley. Was the match good? It wasn't good. And also, the fans weren't really behind this match. They popped for Rhea's music. They popped for her getting in the ring, and then once the match starts, nobody cares about her. And then when the match finishes, everyone pops for her again. So there was a part in this match where Rhea and Kairi were both on their knees, and it weren't in a good way. And they were doing that thing where, you exchange punches with somebody. But like that works sometimes. It don't work when John Cena does it. It looks terrible when John Cena does it. It looks terrible. Somebody tell John Cena that when he does it, it looks terrible, please. Because he does the put him up, put him up, put him up. Nobody wants to see that. And when the women do it, it will work if two women look on par with each other. So if Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax are doing it to each other, it will work. If Alexa Bliss and Zelina Vega are doing it to each other, it will work because they're the same. When Rhea Ripley's that much bigger than Kairi Sane and you're giving each other 3 hits to the face, like, I hit you, bow. You hit me, bow. Well, we're looking at it like, well, surely Rhea's punch should hurt you. But no, it doesn't. But when she headbutts her, it nearly kills her. So they've done this for a while. She headbutted her, bounced back, riptide, game over. Kairi Sane left on a loss, came back on a loss. She'll lose next week. She'll lose next year. And then she'll come out with an umbrella and a pirate hat. Because pirates have umbrellas on their ship, apparently. Anyway. She doesn't have the character, but her in-ring skills. Yeah, she got some good moves, man. It is a shame. The only way she can come back with some kind of likability is if WWE start doing return video packages with her character change prior to her. I mean, you make a good point. That's what I said. The only problem is normally when people change their character, they have a character to change from. She doesn't even have a character. They could put video packages together like Triple H back in the day, where you show her in hospital and stuff, so we can feel bad for her. But again, most people don't even know what her voice sounds like. Yeah, I see what you did there, bro. I see what you did there. Everything Cena does in the ring these days is terrible. Calling a spade, don't shoot me. No, I'm not mad at it, to be honest, bro. I'm not mad at it. John Cena's not been great in the ring for. Actually, it's worse than I think. I don't think John Cena's been great in the ring since about 2016. The last great match I saw John Cena have was the triple threat match at Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena. Actually, it was when he beat AJ Styles, because I think that match was after. AJ Styles versus John Cena, that was the last time I saw John Cena have a great match. Since then. Yeah, I mean, and I know since then he ain't really been wrestling since then, but every time he's come back, like WrestleMania against Undertaker, the match was only a fucking 2 minutes and it was still shit. You know what I mean? So, is what it is. And the only thing with the worst thing about John Cena's character now more than before is he's actually an actor. Like now he's actually a Hollywood actor, and when you watch his movies, he can act. But when he's in the wrestling ring, he does this weird overacting thing, like this. It's like pantomime. He's behind you. Oh no, he isn't. Oh yes, he is. It's pantomime, and I can only think what kind of pantomime we're gonna see between R-Truth and John Cena. Hey, Savage, do you think Rhea Ripley wins the Money in the Bank? Brother, I fucking hope not. I'm hoping Naomi wins the Money in the Bank. That's what I'm hoping wins the Money in the Bank. I think of all the people on the roster, it's not really about deserves. I think, but if you want to do deserves, you can. But she's actually the best one for a character right now in the women's division. So I think Alexa Bliss, I wouldn't be mad at her winning. She's won it before though. And right now, she actually doesn't have a character. Like she's got Lily with her, but she doesn't have scary powers anymore. So I'd go Naomi to win the Money in the Bank. But obviously, the closer we get to Money in the Bank, we'll do a preview. Once all of the qualifying matches have happened, then we can talk about who's going to win properly. But I would have Naomi win the Money in the Bank over everyone. Especially now that she's got like, they're kind of involving her with Tiffany a lot week to week as well. And the fact that Tiffany, when Nia had the title, Tiffany was the reason why Naomi kept losing matches. So it'd be a full circle moment if Naomi wins. Heel Cena sucks promo. Yeah, sucks. He does suck. Yeah, I agree, Morris. Naomi is the only good choice. Roxanne ain't. The thing with Roxanne, I like her in it. And I'm going to say, this might sound repetitive to you guys, but that's because you watch the channel all the time. But what I said about Tiffany Stratton actually made sense. And now everyone's realizing that I made sense. But now, you know what? He wants to go back on their word because they find her sexy. But if she was ugly, you wouldn't be, different time! You wouldn't be saying that. Now, I said you can have the Money in the Bank for a year, innit? So she should use the year to build her character up, to build her reputation up. That way, when she cashes in, one, it's incredible. Two, she's already got the skills to be a champion after. She doesn't, so her as a champion now is shit. It just is. Her being a champion is no better than Damian Priest being a champion. All right, Al Campeon. It's no better. So, you get me? Just like if Roxanne won, I would want Roxanne to spend 11 months of the 12 months getting ready, to be a champion. Don't get yourself ready to be a WWE superstar. Get yourself ready to be a champion. That way, when it happens, it boils over, bro. But at the moment, I'm telling you, bro, if she weren't sexy or if she had flat titties, she just had nipples, or there was no ass, it would start annoying you by now. Because the promos, I'm telling you, and you're jealous because you don't want no. And if I'm correct, I already beat Charlotte Flair and I already beat Nia Jax. And it's not your time anymore. It's not even John Cena's time. Some people are liars, bro. Some people are liars, bro. Some people in this world lie. And I'm all about honesty. If you tell me you like Tiffany because you fancy her, that's fine. I grew up liking women wrestlers because I fancied them. I didn't. You think that I cared about Stacey Keebler's wrestling moves, bro? Them shit high kicks. Do you think I care about Tori Wilson's wrestling moves, bro? No, I didn't. You think I care? I was about to say China still, but there was two stages of China. There was one when she looked like a bloke, and then there was one when she was with Eddie and she had a rose in her hair, and she had definitely jumped off the steroids and she was all right. But I digress in it. Don't judge me. I mean, if please, man, them stand with me in the chat just in case, car. But there was you don't know what I'm talking about. When she was with Eddie Guerrero and she started to wear the blue outfit and that, China was all right then. But I'm just letting you know. Yeah, and then Pornhub China. But I digress. But R.I.P. China still. But my point is, nobody wants to hear this, innit? And I'm just telling the truth. Don't shoot me. Do not clip it. Don't. This stays between us on this channel, innit? China is a WWE absolute legend, innit? For life, innit? China was shit in the ring, bro. And if you don't want to tell me I'm wrong, I dare you go watch a China match, bro, and come back and tell me if the match was good. China was shit in the ring, bro. But she had the look, the character was there. She's actually terrible on the mic as well because she had the horrible testosterone voice. But her character was good in it, and she done the bodyguard job for. Although Triple H did like her when she had the jaw, bro, which was a bit strange. But something about Triple H we don't know still. Starting to all to make sense and that. But she was rubbish. So I don't care if you don't like Tiffany because you fancy her. Just tell the truth though, man. Or everyone telling me, oh my god, Tiffany's the next best thing. She's incredible. Like the way she does a moonsault, like nobody else can do a fucking moonsault, bro. Brother, it's not like Trish and Lita, but like Trish and Lita, I like the way they looked and they were good at wrestling, innit? And then the ones who were really good at wrestling, like I thought Molly Holly was pretty good. And she was like cute when I was a kid. But she weren't over. Like when you watch her on like interviews and that now, you're like, oh yeah, you've always looked like a mom, innit? She's like a soccer mom my whole life. Yeah. I'm just about to say Ivory. You get me? You don't think Sable was good in the ring? Wait there, wait. My bad. I'm not speaking about Sable because Brock Lesnar's wife in it. I'm not trying to get. I'm not even trying to get into that. Yeah. But I digress. My bad. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. I should know my place, bro. You get me? I'm not NCAA Division 1 champion, bro. You get me? I'm not former UFC champion, former WWE champion, former WWE Undisputed champion. I'm just savage. My bad, brother. My bad. Love though, bro. You get me? You get me? Yeah. Come on, if you know, you know, bro. Like, don't you like pretend like Mickey James was good when she came in. She wasn't, bro. Character was cold though. Mickey James' character when she came in, well, was just she was a super fan of Trish. Was cold, bro. Come on, hey, Kelly still looks like that now, blood. Kelly's. Didn't you not see her and Thingy together, bro? And Liv Morgan on the stage at WrestleMania, blood? Huh? You get me? Hey, listen, bro. I'm just letting man know about Mickey James, bro. What's hardcore country in that? Nick, wife of Nick Aldis. Man like Nicholas Aldis, blood. Man like Nicholas Aldis, blood. Yeah, that's a smart brother, bro. He locked that up quick time. Man like Nicholas Aldis, blood. You know what they keep doing with Nicholas Aldis, blood? They keep trying to make him seem like he's some old G. Nick Aldis is younger than Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. He's like 38. Man could jump in the ring now, blood. WWE trying to tell about. I seen some stuff before about, oh yeah, he might be old and that. Bro, man's 38 years old, blood. Do you get me? All I'm saying as well with I don't know, man. Big old hardcore country still. I tell you what's funny. Big up, G. Can you not keep a secret? Not keep a secret, but basically, because I had to tell my son this, and it because I don't want to diss people. I'm trying to have a bit more of a filter, kind of. But obviously, you lot done the watch along with me when we did that backlash on it, and we saw Lyra Valkyria's boyfriend in the front row, and all of us had the same response. And obviously, I don't want to diss him because he's probably a good guy, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying that he looked a certain way that I didn't expect on it. And this will be inspiration to you, ugly man them out there, bro. Obviously, I'm handsome, so I don't have to worry about that. And I got a missus, and I love her very much. And happy anniversary for yesterday. You get me, 13 years strong. But anyway, for you uglies out there, bro, for you man them that think you can't get a girl, just look at Lyra's boyfriend, and she said he was a good guy. So, and Bo Dallas was with Liv Morgan in it for a bit. Don't let the Uncle Howdy thing fool you, bro. This ugly you, bro. You get me? And I'm not going to speak on it because I was about to say about Bray Wyatt and JoJo Blue, but I'm not going to say that. All I'm going to say is like, I watched WWE Legends the other day because I always watch one like every week, and I really enjoy it. Lovely documentaries on it. I watched Becky's one that was really good with her and Seth, and I was watching Trish's episode. Then this geezer came on the screen, and he was like, "Yeah, man, Trish, she was always good when she was younger and all that stuff." And then my son went, "Ah, that Trish's dad." That's what I thought too. Then the bottom third came up and it said Trish's husband. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh shit. Oh shit. I broke character. The shades are off. Do something. Fucking dying. Ah. Oh, the shit was too funny, bro. Motherfucker. Ah. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh shit. Sorry. I could fucking hell. Oh. Man, them. I just realized something while I was talking. That's what fucked me up, bro. Ah. I just realized, yeah, that I'm not in a studio with people. I'm in a studio with myself, yeah. If I die on stream, you man can't help me, bro. You just gotta, you just gotta watch me die, blood. You just gotta watch me die. You can't send the ambulance to where I am or anything, bro. Fucking hell. That revelation killed me still. Oh. Let me regain composure, bro. Shit. I'm not recovered. You know what? Fuck, man. Fuck. Nearly fucking died on camera, bro. Hit, man. I just realized the demon team is full of pieces of shit. You lot are pieces of shit, bro. You man are still putting wrestling comments in while I'm dying, and no one even asked if I was okay. Fuckers, man. Pieces of shit. Fuck. Oh. Yeah, big up Melina still. Anyway. Scumbags, man. You lot are fucking. I think I might change the name from Demon Team this year to Scumbags because you lot truly are pieces of shit, bro. Okay, we got past Rhea Ripley winning Money in the Bank. We had Tyrese Halliburton with a special guest on Raw Recap. And then we had a Rusev promo. I have to say, man, delaying your message, bro. What 5-minute delay, you piece of shit? Fucking delaying your message, bro. How come there was a delay in that message, but your Melina message come up straight away? Fucking hate you, bro. You lot are pieces of shit. You don't understand, bro. You're scumbags, but you're my scumbags, innit? But you lot are fucking. You know what? This we're changing the name, man. Nobody cares about 6ix9ine anymore, bro. We're taking the name, bro. Scum Gang will be born this year, bro. Scum Gang! This year, bro, because fucking hate you lot so much, but it's love. Don't ask me if I'm good after, bro. Don't ask me if I'm good when I'm done. Don't wait for me to get stabbed. Watch me bleed out. Watch the doctors come and the paramedics, and then come to the hospital after, like, yo, you good though? Yeah. Duh. I'm just discharged. Oh, this is, bro. The reason why I hate you so much. This is the problem I have online, bro. Why does everyone think that I'm a character, bro? I'm actually me, bro. I don't do anything for comedy value, bro. I'm actually me. I'm gonna let you lot know it. And before I say this, I hope no one's mom's dead because then it's long and I don't feel bad for people. So if your mom is dead, I'll pick your dad. And if your dad's dead, I use your nan. I'll put everyone in the chat's mom stubs her toe with her socks off on the corner of a sharp bed today, blood. Today, which means she can't get her groceries. And then when she does go out to get her groceries, I hope she trips, yeah, and hurts her knee. So she has to sit on the floor for 4 hours. And when she drops, I hope the phone falls out of her pocket and flies across the room. So now she's stuck with a stubbed toe, a bad knee, and a phone across the room. Huh? How about that? How about that? Man want to laugh at me, nearly dying on stream. Took me ages to recover and that. And man, them are just talking about Melina's thicker than a bowl of Snickers and drink some water. How that might help. Don't tell me to drink water after I drink water in the. Drinking water is what nearly made me choke. Pause. And then I tried to recover by drinking more water. And then I still had the thought of Trish Stratus' husband in my head and it's making me laugh. Oh. Anyway, my point was just Google Trish Stratus' husband and then come back and tell me. Nah, bro. Diddy was on drugs when he did that, bro. That's why it never hurt him, bro. Trust me, his toe definitely hurt the day after, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna get into that, bro. But I just don't understand how you can kick a face like Cassie's, blood. Like, you shouldn't be kicking any woman in the face, bro. But how did you look at that face and go, you know what? Toe pump? Don't get it, bro. Man, give it a Randy Orton still, but I digress, man. I feel like Diddy talk on this channel might get me shadow banned again, bro. And I'm out here trying to escape the pits of the shadow ban. So I digress. But anyway, all right. Oh yeah, we get the preview for Stephanie's Places. Dominic Mysterio's the next guest. I like Stephanie's Places. It's a good show. I just don't think. The only thing is, I don't think the episodes are long enough. They're like half an hour, 25 minutes. I feel like this should be like an hour episode, but they are good. I don't like the name of it, Stephanie's Places, and I feel like her podcast was good as well. She had Bianca Belair on there last week, so it's a very like women empowering podcast. So if you're into that business, check it out for sure. And everyone loves Stephanie, so. You know what I mean? We go back to the Judgment Day in the clubhouse. Finn's been having some fun. He has a conversation with Roxanne, and then the Judgment Day there, and then Roxanne comes into the clubhouse. She brings Dominic some chicken tenders. Well, the chicken nuggets. So she obviously don't know about them. She brings Carlito some apples. And then Raquel kind of tells her, like, yo, we don't need you here. And now, I don't want to book the show for them, but I can kind of smell a love triangle story coming up again for Dom because the dirty Dom comes from not in the ring and it's really down to with the girls in it. Does Liv Morgan come back and see Roxanne Perez in a compromising position with Dom in that clubhouse? Like, does she come back and maybe Dom's like, Roxanne's got something in her eye, and then Dom's like, oh yeah, let me get that for you still, and then Liv returns. Is that what we're gonna get? And then we're gonna get Liv and Roxanne. I ain't gonna lie, it's a cheesy storyline, but I will take that storyline if they can build on it and we can go up. Because to be fair to Vince McMahon and that, bruv, early doors, when Dom's character was coming up, we did get Dom outside of the ring. We got him out. Remember, we had Dom in a restaurant. We had Dom in his house at Christmas. Remember when he walked in on the Thanksgiving dinner with his family in there? So we did have stuff with Dom outside. Dom went to prison. You get me? He was locked down for a whole 24 hours. That was bandana Dom. So that could work still. Corey said he feels like Liv and Dom are playing Finn. Yeah, it could be a thing still. Could be a thing. Or Finn's trying to get Dom kicked out the Judgment Day, and the way he's going to do it is trying to get Roxanne and Dom in a compromising position and then tell Liv. Anyway, Morris said, no, I can't watch it still. As much as I like Stephanie with everything that's been happening lately, I don't see the authenticity in anything she's doing now, respectfully. Okay, that's fair enough. I'll be honest, I'm not watching it for Stephanie. I'm watching it because I like WWE documentaries. So even if it was Byron Saxton, I would have watched it. But I do understand what you're saying. I do understand. It's all a bit of a weird thing with Stephanie as well. Yeah, I mean, and kind of realised that I don't think Shane McMahon likes Triple H either, bro, because that company should be Shane's, and let's be honest. But it's not. Next week on Raw, we'll have Money in the Bank qualifier matches, plus the New Day will defend their tag team championships against the Creed Brothers and the War Raiders in another triple threat match. Okay, so again, with a Raw that's dedicated to triple threat matches anyway because of the Money in the Bank qualifiers, we're also going to have a triple threat tag team match. And we had triple threat tag team matches on SmackDown, and a triple threat match last week, and a fatal four-way match the week before that, and a fatal four-way match at WrestleMania. So we've gone from not having much fatal four-way matches. Oh, we had the triple threat match at WrestleMania too. So we've gone from not having triple threat matches much anymore to having fatal four-ways or triple threats every week. Got it. Well done. Yeah, I got it. Fair enough. I got it. Fair enough. WWE, man. You're like a great man. How could I ever doubt you, man? Fucking. Fifth and final match, main event, Jey Uso versus Bron Breakker, because last week they made it I don't know, man. Last week they decided to make it a main event for no reason because there's no titles on the line. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't. If surely, why would Jey Uso want to compete against Bron Breakker, and why would Bron Breakker want to fight Jey Uso with no title on the line? I don't know. Corey says, Savage, who's going to be in the final women's Raw superstar in the Money in the Bank? We've already got Bliss and Rhea. I don't know. What's the next triple threat match? If you tell me that, then or I'll just wait until the next Raw. But yeah, I don't know. I can't. Does it say it here? I don't know if I've got it written down. To be fair, it just says men's for next week. It doesn't say the women's one, so I don't know what's going on there. But we'll see. I'm sure Adam Pearce will tell you it's official on Twitter at some point today. So, but yeah, we're going to the fifth final match. I don't care about the match. I don't care what happened in the match. I don't give a shit about anything in the match apart from, Jay was about to fight Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman started putting his deuces up because all of a sudden, Paul Heyman was scared of everything when he had Roman, Solo, and the Usos and Sami Zayn behind him. But now we just got Bron Breakker and Seth, and he's the bravest guy you've ever seen. It makes zero sense. But this is for the house show. This is for the house crowd. And what do the house show want? They want to sing. They want to pop. So we get that. Seth Rollins attacks Jey Uso. Jey Uso wins the match by disqualification. They get him in the ring. Him and Bron Breakker start beating the crap out of him. I have to say this, even though I love Bron Breakker, I think he's a great wrestler, his punches are shit, bro. Them punches that he does when he's got the wrestler on the floor are terrible, but he's not touching them. Bro. And the cameraman ain't helping you out, bro. So maybe watch your match back and go, you know what? The camera angle here, in this position, I probably need to punch him a little bit harder, or it's terrible. But Raquel Liv, wait, Raquel Liv. No, Liv's doing a movie. Liv's not back. She's recording a movie, innit? So I don't know. Till you tell me there's that thing, but I'm guessing probably Bailey as well, to be honest, bro. Unless if Bailey's in the match, then is Becky Lynch going to get involved or something? I don't know. But can't really predict it until I see a confirmed lineup of the match. But yeah, they get him into the ring, and then this brings out Sami Zayn. As Sami Zayn did say backstage earlier that if anything happens to Jay, I've got your back. Sami comes out, steps onto the ring apron, and then we get CM Punk. To be fair to CM Punk, one thing I will say is I've not heard a pop like that on Raw. They were singing his song once his music stopped. Like it was actually incredible. I couldn't believe how loud it was. He stands on the apron next to Sami. They do the cheesy. Well, Punk does the cheesy look at Sami. Is like, should we do this? And then he gets in the ring, and then yeah. Now, I got a few things here. One, the whole segment was stupid as shit. Two, if CM Punk's been there all night, which he has, then because they didn't do that shot where they see CM Punk pull up in a Jeep. You know, like if this was Stone Cold wouldn't have sat back all night and then waited to the end. Stone Cold wouldn't have been in the building. He would have turned up in his smoking skull Jeep. The camera would have went there. Michael Cole or JR or oh my God, it's Stone Cold, and then he would have come out of the Jeep, and he wouldn't even have waited. You would have watched him walk through the thingy. Glass would have shattered. God, it's Stone Cold! God, it's Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! And he would have ran down the ring, stomped a mud hole in everyone, stunned everyone. No, not with CM Punk. CM Punk came in, sat in catering for 2+ hours, and then for the last 2 minutes of the show came out. Stupid. Because what I really want to know is, they showed backstage segments, they showed locker room segments, so where the fuck was CM Punk hiding backstage? Where was he hiding backstage? Why did he come out for 2 minutes at the end of the show? Dumb. Anyway, they all engage in battle in the ring. Whatever. They get the better of the heels because Jey Uso helps out as well. Numbers game and all that stuff. They go into the crowd. CM Punk jumps on the barricade, jumps on them. Them that end up fighting the crowd. Sami Zayn, CM Punk, and the other two. You know why they did this? Because the go home show for main event, and they've got a tag team match. So, yeah. We know that Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker's going to win that tag team match. Then it left Jey Uso in the ring. And as I said to you at the beginning of the show, who didn't predict this? Jey Uso picks up his belt. He randomly picks up his own belt while the rest of are fighting each other in the crowd. And then starts doing, you get me, 2 words. I mean, 4 letters, 1 word. On his own. The camera is close in on him. Of course, Logan Paul's behind him. Bah! Logan Paul knocks him out. Again. This might not be 4 times, but it's definitely 3 times. He knocked him out when after the show in the crowd. He knocked him out backstage. He knocked him out here again. Also, loads of people didn't see this because the fucking Lee Fitting and Paul Levesque shit started popping up, so loads of people just turned off. Brother. And then he does this stupid, cheesy look at the camera and sticks his tongue out. Brother, like, allow it, man. Allow it, blood. It's stupid. It's stupid. Whatever, man. That was your Raw review for 19th of May 2025. Yeah, there's nothing great. The show lasted 2 hours and 28 minutes and 58 seconds, if that helps anyone. And yeah, great stuff. WWE Raw for you, bro. You get me? Don't miss out. Don't get shut out, blood, if you love all of that shit. Anyway. We've done an hour and a half. Must. They need to stop putting the Lee Fitting and Paul Levesque thing. It's stupid. Just put the lower third up like we used to get, bro. It's fucking dumb, bro. Because seriously, I get it. You know, like if you're watching a movie and you're like, you're that far into it, you're like, I might as well finish it, but the movie's shit. As soon as the fucking screen turns to black, or you see that the credits are coming up, you turn it off, innit? Man, them are turning off their Netflix and that, and Logan's just punching man in the face, bro. The other time, I didn't know Jay got punched until I went to YouTube. So why have I got Netflix for then if you're not going to show me everything? And why? Netflix are stupid. Netflix, employ me, yeah, as a wrestling consultant so I can help you out. Because by the time your Netflix show's done, Netflix, WWE have posted all of the highlights on their YouTube channel. So you know what everyone's gonna do? Not watch Netflix, blood. Anyway, I've been your boy Hugo the Savage, and you guys have been the new and improved, reborn Scum Gang because you man are scum. Yeah, be proud of it. I'm sure I'll make some acronyms so you don't feel too bad about yourselves in it, but you are Scum Gang in it. Yeah, I mean, Society of Childish, Unchained, Muggles Blood, Scum Gang. That's trash, but I think of something else. In fact, you man come up with an acronym for me, bruv. That way, severe, cuntish, uninformed, Muggles blood. Oh, if you want to be nice to you, I can. Superior, combat, undisputed. And basically, everything's gonna finish with Muggles in it. I can't think of something great with. Uh, hmm. Shit. Can't think of any words, mate. Scummy, cuntish, uninformed, Muggles blood. No, I'm not doing it, man. I'm just trying to think of something. I don't listen, man. Them, I'll figure it out. I'll come back. I'll throw it up. You get me? Scum gang Muggles in. Scum gang. All right, that's the move. That's the movement. Demon Team is no more. I'm about to get rid of all the merch on it, and I'm running it. Scum gang. Scum gang. Yeah. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it. You get me? Anyway, I'm gonna get off. What day is it? It's I'm not gonna get off because that's it's a bit horny. That I ain't gonna get off. I'm gonna leave. It's Monday, so well, it's not Monday. It's Tuesday. Fucking hell. Wednesday. And what I might do, but obviously the show's gonna be okay. Man, then listen to this in a second. And I know you probably heard this already, Morris. You've been around for a bit. Okay, I love doing these shows. I don't like Raw, but I love doing these shows. In it now, there's gonna have to be a show if I want to get more shows out. There's gonna have to be a point where I need the show to be more timely, and I need it to finish at a certain time. And if I do like, say for example, wrestling news and I cover it, I need to like, I can't keep going back to the chat. I'm not trying to. I'm gonna have shows where you're gonna be interactive in it, but if I do a live stream where you guys are live watching it and stuff, you're talking to each other, I'm giving you some news and stuff like that. But unless you send like a super chat, I don't have to cover it. And if you lot are okay with that, then I can just run a stream and get it over and done with. And instead of like, we're still gonna talk and that, but then I can just run this because obviously, for example, this show's lasted an hour and 39 minutes, but it's because after every segment, I go back to the chat and I talk about, you know what I mean. When it's news stuff, I don't really need to go back to the chat. So if you lot are okay with it, say if not, then I'll just do a pre-recorded videos of the news in WWE, and then and then what I'll do is I'll premiere the video, so then you guys can still talk to each other in the chat. Maybe that will be better. And then I might start a Discord server for just use lot, so then you lot can give me stuff that you want to see on the channel, but you've got somewhere to actually talk to me in it instead of. The only thing is if you're gonna start bothering me when I'm doing sexy time and that, it's gonna be annoying, and I'm not trying to see notifications go off on my missus' legs on my shoulder and that. So we'll think about it, man. But big up to you guys, man. It's all love. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll probably do some pre-recorded videos for tomorrow anyway. We'll hit another stream before the end of the week. If you don't want to do Saturday night, we'll do a regular Thursday Savage Talks. We'll include WWE main event predictors because we don't really care. No, I don't really care. There's nothing good on that show. I ain't doing a watch along for that. And then obviously I'll do SmackDown review as well. So anyway, love for the love. You man have been amazing. I'm going to get out of here. I think Ends might have a stream midday. If it does, then head over to Endsman TV if you're into football. Honestly, does Ends have a stream? We've been on here for too long. I know he's got one with Drifty later, but does he have one now? If he does, then I'm going to head over there, but let me know. Anyway, love for the love. I'll be back. Go and enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and that. You get me? And yeah, man, it's one of those ones, but we out of here, like that. Scott Gang!